Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane and I do reading for Pisces. Now I have to admit, Pisces, this week has been quite a challenge for me, but today I think I'm going to get some clarity on this, which is funny because the first card you have is the moon and the other card we're going to look at later. But I feel like I'm going to be finding some answers for you, and it's by how we're doing things in the past. Maybe this is your past, tomorrow this will be your past, right? Yesterday, like I was talking about water and fire being a source of confusion, and I was talking with William, who's the fire energy guide that helps me on the other side this week. And funny enough, this morning I was looking, and this has like a red dot, and then there's some cards that have blue dots. So I feel like there's fire and water, and I decided to just mix these decks together. And as I was like putting them together, such as this, and then shuffling them, what I was thinking is, like, with this card as well coming through, is like, there's been confusion, but the confusion is going to part. There's going to be like a clarity in thought, and the reason is that you're going to be doing your own path on this. You're going to be following your own path, your own road here, okay? And that's a new road, one not done before, and that's what I feel about it. I feel that maybe in the past, with the moon, you felt less than stellar or less than clear of where you were going. But the star coming in and the sun coming in, they're coming in to help you, right? Find the right direction. So let's pull some cards here. Let's begin this, my beautiful Pisces, and let's just go. We're going to look at this card a little later on in the reading. Yeah, at some points it's going to feel like you're biting off more than you can chew, but just be very kind to yourself. Give yourself a break. Like, a lot of this stuff you haven't tried before, you probably haven't done before. This is a brand new way of being. See grace and possibility in all of life's challenges. Ta-da, right? It's kind of clearing up for me now of what needs to be done, or at least the information that I feel that can help you here. Is that I'm feeling through all of this that you're looking for some kind of course correction, and there isn't one. This is new ground for you, okay? And even though you might want to know where you're going or have a blueprint, and I've been talking a lot about blueprints this week, I don't really think there is one, Pisces. I think that you are creating it as you go. So please be kind to yourself, okay? Please remember that as you're doing this. Like this. The universe powerfully responds the instant I realign with love. And I feel this is also talking, I feel that, again, both signs are being represented here. The fire energy and the water energy. Maybe it's because we're caught between the new moon in Leo and the full moon in Pisces. And I feel that might be it right here. I feel that this is like moon and fire energy all together, and we're having a hard time maneuvering through this. But I feel that there's growth in both of these. I feel that there's a lot of growth coming in. Remember, the moon in itself is confusing. And I always use this as an example because I feel it represents the moon card so well. Is that the moon is reflecting the sun. So a lot of people will sit there and argue with you that the moon doesn't shine a light. Okay? She may not shine her own light. She is reflecting the sun, but she definitely shines light. Okay? So there is, if you're a mirror, okay, of what is, if you're mirroring something and sending light, right, reflections, does that make you unreal, or just somebody who has the ability to shine even though it's not their own light? So are you able to take this fire energy, even though you're not fire energy, you're water energy, and are you able to shine it in a way that's going to help you? I think so. I absolutely think so. And I think that that is what you learned. I know this is supposed to be the past, but it really doesn't feel. It feels like just as last week, as just as right now, just as tomorrow, after you've listened to this reading, that tomorrow you go, oh, now I understand. Okay? So let's not get hooked into to how the past is affecting you. The past, I feel, is relatively like could be yesterday. Okay? And your tomorrow, if that makes any sense. All right, so let's pull some cards here from the Ink Tattoo Tarot. I like the way these cards kind of mirror each other in some ways, right? This one has the same kind of feel, but this is a plant, not a feather. And the feather holds the colors of the background. It's like they have something in common, and they both have stars, but they're not the same, right? That's what strikes me about these cards as I look at them. They look similar, not the same. They have similarities, but they're really not the same, right? The Knight of Cups. Let me see here. I'm trying to see, yeah, the Knight of Cups. I feel that it's the end of that feeling, Pisces. The Knight of Cups is somebody who has, like, always for me, big emotional upheavals. Okay? That guy who just, you know, he loves strongly and then as equally doesn't. I feel that it's it's the two sides of Pisces. And you'll understand when I say this. We either love with everything or we don't. It's all or absolutely nothing, right? When a Pisces, I've heard this before, when a Pisces lets you go, it's already too late, right? I feel that this Knight of Cups is talking about this kind of emotional upheaval that we have, but we're done with it, okay? It's on the other side. It's on the flip side. So I feel that totally done, over. I'm over it. This is what I feel when I see that. I'm over it, okay? The light, the hermit, the insight. Yeah, a lot of this is solitude, right? You're ready to see beyond what's there. You're absolutely ready to see past all of that. And you're ready to be that King of Cups. There he is again, okay? So Pisces, if I'm looking at all of this, first of all, there's a lot of masculine energy on the table, which is telling me that you're taking control, okay? It's like, I've had enough. I've done this. I'm over it now, okay? The reason I feel that you're over it is that you need to move forward. You need to move ahead. You need to move beyond these feelings of, how do I handle all of this? It's too much. It's been too much. Living in a Knight of Cups kind of intensity, even we know is too much. After a while, we need to like step back and kind of reassess what's going on, right? We do that in relationships too. If we give everything to a relationship, after a while, it's like, I need to find out where I begin and you end, you know, because it's just too much. Absolutely. So I feel that's what's happening here. to regain the calm of the King of Cups, right? They're both in that type of energy now. So, let's see here. Let's pull some more. Yeah, tired, looking in this light, tired of being, you know, in that kind of frame of mind. I feel that these two kings are going, yeah, I think we need to just, and they already came out, I think, yesterday's reading, the King of Cups and the King of Swords. So, the Ten of Cups again and the Hangman. We had the Ten of Cups yesterday. And the Judgment. Yeah. Yeah. A better feeling all the way across. Understanding that you're accountable for how you're reacting to things. So absolutely. I feel that the confusion is being replaced by clarity of just deciding that maybe what's happening right now with you hasn't been done yet. There's no blueprint for it, that you have to create it yourself. Okay, so I think that's the reflection here coming in. And you've realized that you're accountable whether you want it to be a peaceful transition or one that's not. Okay, so you're engaging, like I said, the Knight of Cups in reverse is saying, I'm through with the drama and I want this beautiful Ten of Cups. I want peace for me and for everybody around me. I don't want to live in this state of chaos anymore. I want to start making things happen for me, and if there's no way of doing it that hasn't been done before, then I'll do it myself. Yeah, it's building on these beautiful new ways of creation, right? It's a renewable type deal. Renewable type energy. Something that keeps on giving. That's not like something you're going to have to redo over and over again. And that does need a blueprint. Breakthrough. Two aces in the same row. The other one is about victory. It's about making a decision that you're going to move forward. Okay? You're going to see the truth in something and you're going to be decisive about it. I really feel that William is saying, is creating your own blueprint between the two energies, making it into something brand new, something sustainable. And you know, it makes sense, Pisces, because a balancing of all the different energies, fire, water, air, earth, all of those, plus Spirit's help, is the way to do it, is the way to do it, especially when you're feeling an imbalance. You may be faced quite a few times in life with building or constructing or working on things that hasn't been done before. All you have to do is keep the momentum going, okay? Every great invention there is here started with one smaller. Started with something that hadn't been created before or hadn't been thought of, okay? All you really need to do is just start with that and work on it. Yeah, like you're saying, the wheel went into the chariot went into the car, and, you know, and so on and so forth. Every great invention just started with something small, something that hadn't been done before. You know, people were walking around on their legs and then, I guess, on horses or whatever, but then they're saying, we need to carry things, you know? Well, we'll carry it on our back and our horses, yeah, but what if we could carry things on something, if we invented something that rolled, you know, like, it was somebody thinking outside the box, and I feel this is the same thing here, Pisces. You are creating things outside the box, things that haven't been done before. It's not that they don't exist in their own right, it's just that now you're bringing things together to make something brand new, something that's going to serve you and maybe even the world, okay? I don't know what all your personal situation, and as these are general readings, you apply it to whatever it is that's going on in your life. Some of you could be inventing things. Some of you could be inventing new jobs that don't exist, okay? A new way of thinking, a new way of being, new relationships, the way that you are, the way you define a relationship, okay? We've always defined it as, right now, literally as marriage, no marriage, etc. Maybe there's something different, you know, in the horizon for human beings. It's just it hasn't been thought of yet. And as you're trying to fit it into these boxes that have already been created, I feel this week that you've hit a snag in the way that you're seeing things. It's caused a confusion. And that confusion is making you feel a little off kilter, but you're done with that now. You're taking the insight and you're going to go, well, I'm going to have to create something new. In other words, I'm going to have to make the wheel, right? I'm going to have to invent the wheel. So you're creating these blueprints, and all you have to really do is realign with that. Instead of the impossibility of building stuff, just believe in the fact that you can start, okay? I see grace and possibility in all of life's challenges. That's it, right? That's it. I always feel that this is almost like the Knight. You went from the Knight of Cups of this drama, letting go, and embracing the Knight of Wands and going, bring it. Okay? So yeah, it's getting a little clearer now. It feels less like I'm fighting this energy. But it definitely has been a battle for you this week. I almost feel like you're weighing what is with what needs to be created. And I'm with you there, Pisces. I'm having that same kind of problem. I'm working with stuff that already exists. That works somewhat, okay? But I'm hell-bent on wanting to create something new that works better, that reaches more, right? But it's not in existence because I'm here to bring it to life. But sometimes you have to think outside of the box. And it's just, you have to color outside of the lines. You have to walk outside of the boundaries that are already created. And that's the hard part. That's the hard part. It's never easy to start creating or inventing new things, right? But regardless of what you think or how hard it is, I think you've already started. I think you've already started. Okay. I'm looking behind me. I have a very sleepy bunny. Okay, so I have another card here. What is it? What is it? Dream redirection. Oh my. Redream this situation. Well, I guess I won't ask if this matches it. Most certainly does. Redream this situation. 30. Number 3. Let's see. There can't be any large-scale revolution until there's a personal revolution on an individual level. It's got to happen inside first. Jim Morrison. Oh, nice. Okay, the message. When life isn't going your way, it's time for a redirection. When you realize you're the director of your dreams, the ones you have night and by day, you can orchestrate a change of course, tactic, or whatever else is needed. It's up to you to identify what is unfinished and how to close the loop in the most joyous and fulfilling way possible. If a dream is challenging, remember it isn't over until you experience a triumphant conclusion. If a dream is uplifting, remember it isn't over until you receive the elixir, the wisdom you can embody and share with others. If you face a challenge with an important person in your waking life, change the scene in your private meditation or in the privacy of your journal to the way you most wish it would be played out. Life is a dream and you are the writer, director, and wardrobe consultant. Thus, you can rewrite a scene in a way that is truly satisfying to your soul. As you practice directing your dreams, you will realize you can also direct your life. Mantra. It's my dream movie. I can rewrite the script if I want to. And that's basically what I was saying, right? Refocusing, building the blueprints. That's exactly what was being said here. So let's see, Pisces. Let's pull some more cards for this one. Let's chat, shall we? Let's chat. All right. Redream the situation. When I live and act from a place of spiritual alignment, I can trust that everything is working out for me, even if I don't know when or how it will happen. Yeah, I think that a lot of this is thinking to yourself, well, how do I make this happen? How does this work out for me? We like direction, right? We like to have a set plan. But if you act within yourself, walking in the direction you want, right? And aligning with the stuff that you love. I mean, a plan is important and a blueprint's important, but do you really need one at every step of the way? Can you just be, is what I'm feeling. Creativity flows from me. I am a divine creator. Yeah, you are a divine creator, and that's exactly it. Do you need to plan the creativity? Do you need to plan what you're going to invent or grow? Or can you at some instances just go with the flow of it, Pisces? Can you just walk in the direction of your dreams and let it kind of, I don't know, happen for itself, right? Interesting. Dream redirection. I love that. I love this Nine of Wands. It comes out again, and of course it's the first card, and what's it pointing at? Dream redirection. Okay? Look at that. Look at him. So what's the lesson here? What's William trying to tell us? Okay? If it's not working out the way you're doing it, you can always redirect this. You don't need to stay in that same stuck place that you have been. Okay? There is a way out. There's an easier way. Just don't give up and keep trying. Persevere through this, okay? Have the determination to keep going. That's the first part is, I think, most profound here. I mean, it kind of says it all in its own way, doesn't it? Just keep going. Like, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a card of feeling alone, right? Of being alone in this. Being a trailblazer, being one who does his own thing, it can feel very much like you're by yourself, right? That you feel alone. But you're not really alone. And I love the fact that they're both walking towards the Page of Cups, which is the infinite dreamer, and the Queen of Cups, which is the mother of intuition, right? Which is our sign. We have a lot of intuitive abilities. We have a lot of spiritual support. We are children of the cosmos. We can tap into that. Okay? So even in the times when we're alone and we feel like we have to do all this work of rebuilding and creating for ourselves, we're not alone. Even though it may feel like we are. Okay? The only time we feel alone is if we let those thoughts take hold and create that confusion. You have the moon card coming in. It's like, what are you telling yourself? What is the narrative? You're telling yourself, I'm all alone in this. It's so hard. I have to create something that wasn't there before. Why me? No. Instead, foster an attitude of dreaming the biggest dreams and tapping into receiving all the intuition and the guidance that you can, okay? Remember, you have to tap into that feminine in order for the masculine to take hold and go walking towards somewhere with something, okay? You have the sun coming in. The hangman again. And the Three of Swords, which is the cutest Three of Swords in this in any deck. Look at this. He's got two in there, but he's like shooting one out of him. So I feel I like this because for me, the Three of Swords is seeing the truth of the matter. So in other words, as the truth came in, you get to see it. So you take the sword out and then you shoot it in the direction in which you need, because you've seen the truth, right? So now it's time to take that one of those swords, use it like, it's like breakthrough, the Ace of Swords, breakthrough. I figured it out now. I know what I want to do with it, right? So the sun is shining, okay? The moon is gone, the sun is shining, you've gotten illumination and clarity through perception, right? Through help from spirit, through looking at things through a different glass, to understanding. And now it's time for you to really hone in on those skills, okay? Change the direction. Even all of these are looking in the same direction, okay? Sun this direction, even this looking in this direction, in that direction. It's changing the direction, okay? Which is dream redirection. So for some of you as well, it could be that you were looking at something in a certain way, whether it could be career, it could be love, it could be anything. It could be, you know, relationships that you have, and now you're like going, okay, well, we're going to do a 360 here, okay, 180. Maybe a 180, not a 360, a 180. Yeah, we'll do a 180. We're going all the way in that direction, and now we're going to go in this direction. What's over here? Because I feel like there's something we're missing, okay? What can we build on? How can we create something different? You might be surprised, okay? As I said here, you are a divine creator, so use it, okay? Use it. Use it to call it in. Use it to your advantage, I would say. Six of Pentacles. This is one of the cards in the deck. Happy Squirrel, right? I like Happy Squirrel. Yeah, here's that Queen of Wands again coming out. Okay, we're going to leave Happy Squirrel on the table because I think it's important. Happy Squirrel is bringing in your Ten of Cups right here. The Six of Pentacles is bringing in your Ten of Cups. Six of Pentacles is bringing balance back in, but bringing it in for you. Your personal sense of balance. Not what's out there, not what you already know. Things that make sense to you. Things that will balance you out. That will make you work on a better, even keel. Things that will make you happy, that bring the sun back out to you. Okay? So it's time for you to shine your Queen of Wands. To realize that you do have her. Okay? Along with your King of Cups, your King of Swords. You have all of this. Okay? You're still water energy here, Pisces. I think that's the major one, because yesterday we were talking about that, but you are still definitely water energy. You have the King and the Queen of Cups coming out here. You have a great balance when it comes to that. It's when it comes to the other stuff that you start having a bit of difficulty. But there's no worries here. Okay? You're getting a lot of light. You're shining a lot of understanding on all of this, beautiful Pisces. This redirection is going to bring you clarity, balance, and help you shine vibrantly in the creativity that you're trying to bring forward. Remember, you are a water energy. You have the ability to create, to dream, and to also call them in. You can redirect and reuse any type of energy, especially even the hard lessons that you've learned. You're able to recycle that into wisdom. Bring happiness back in your life. Look at all this sun, all this fire energy. The Ten of Cups from earlier in the reading. It's most definitely bringing it in for you. But it's all about perspective, right? We're always talking about perspective. Limbo brings perspective. So don't be too harsh on the fact that sometimes things weren't as clear or as defined, or you couldn't figure it out as much as you would have liked to. Those times, they bring in a lot of clarity. They help you get unstuck. Instead of just mindlessly keeping going in the same directions, they block you at the gate so that you have to find a better way. That you have to build another blueprint. Okay? Let me see her, Pisces. I'm going to pull some. Okay. Let's see what we have here. You are still a water sign, right on the King of Cups. You are still a water sign, okay? So don't forget that. I know a lot of the times we're trying to fit into society or fit into the energies that are, but we are still very much water energy. The lightning strikes, reminding me that we're in a time of change. We really are in a time of having to change things, because if we don't, things will change around us, right? This is the tower energy showing up, saying, no matter what you do, just keep changing, okay? Don't stagnate along the way, because stagnation only kind of brings in the kind of energy that we really don't want in the end, right? The kind of energy where the blocks and everything kind of fall around our ears and make us feel like we're just, that we have no control on life. I'd much rather be the one in control of what's being built and what's being taken down around me. Okay, so this is a dream redirection right there, right there. Elephant, so beautiful. Okay, this reminds me of my mother because of her deck, and for obvious reasons. It's always a play to remind me of the people who have come before. The people who have set the way of doing things, right? Who's taught you how to speak and eat and walk and talk. These people, they give you a great beginning, a base, right? But it's not said that just because they teach you that you're never going to change again as time goes on, that you're not going to transform into something more. And I feel that this is really what they're talking about. You are going to transform into something more. You're actually going to take that energy, whatever came in, good, bad, or ugly, whatever you've been taught, you're going to take that and build it into something different, something really awesome. Okay, yeah. This is the rune of ice, which is static, being static, okay? It's energy loss. It's the separation that you feel here, right here, okay? It's also the rune of focus. And that's what I was talking about just before. You're focusing on things. The stoppage, the reason why things slowed up was for you to take an intense look at what was, right? I love that this is a unicorn. Look at this, the unicorn, Pisces. This is you, okay? We're the unicorns of the universe, the water signs, okay? I'm going to put it right here. You could also put it with the chariot from this morning as well, okay? The horses that turn into flying unicorns, you know, or a Pegasus even. That's us. We turn something and turn it into something brand new. The feather is the same feather as this card. The universe powerfully responds the instant I realign with love. And realigning with love in this case, Pisces, is realigning with yourself. Of course it is. We are cups. We are love, right? Then we have the Pisces sign, intuitive. I'm going to put that on the Queen of Cups because that's who we are, right? Pisces, intuitive. We have that on our side. And that's what I said. Don't forget that. We are absolutely the kind of sign that can see things in the cosmos. We have that tap into the universe quality that helps us along. Not everybody does. Okay? I used to think that everybody had that or everybody did that. Not everybody does. We do, though. We do. We have it in spades, okay? And if you're not utilizing it, it's time to do that. This is almost like I love some sort of a ball, like I don't know. I'll take it as a chariot card because that's exactly getting the ball rolling. Okay, I love getting the ball rolling, and I think that part of this is that we couldn't get the ball rolling. I'm going to put it on the Hangman because we were thrown in limbo for a while. We were. And it's hard when you want the chariot to roll, to spin, to get somewhere. It is, though. You've just got to get out of the way things were and find a new direction to where you want to go. And that's a new direction. In other words, a brand new way of going to get you out of the static kind of, separated from the rest of the world so that you can connect back to yourself. I have no doubt that you can do this, Pisces. It's just a question of starting. There's been a lot of that talk this week. Just begin. And I think even last week. Just begin. Just start. I know it's hard sometimes without a plan. It's hard without directions or another blueprint from before. But you know, you can use blueprints from before to create something new. You can look at things and then kind of say, how can I make this better? And you can. Many, many people have done that. How can I make this better? How can I take from walking to riding a horse to, you know, building a cart that carries stuff? It's all happened through time. They've taken something and improved upon it. So you can improve upon it. All you have to do is believe, have the dream, and then start walking in that direction. That's it. Get the ball rolling. Get the ball rolling. All right, Pisces, I'm going to let you go. Tomorrow we're going to look at spiritual, and that's usually like the upper chakra, throat, third eye, crown, and see what Spirit has to kind of tap into, what you can tap into with Spirit to help you with everything that you need. I'm sending you love, light, and blessings as always. Everything I offer is in the description box. Thank you to everybody who supports me any way they can. I appreciate you so very much. And I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye for now.